No, but it's just that, man. It's just that, like.
Yeah, it is exciting, man. And I was gonna ask. I wanted to have a like meet up maybe off of
Mm-hmm.
this to kind of talk about how we could
Mm-hmm.
maybe grow this more. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can talk about it here. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
God damn, Daddy rolled that like a stogie.
True, a true stogie.
Sheesh. Why am
A
I
stogie's a
shaking?
cigar, right?
Uh,
That's the. Is
I don't
that
know. I've always called. To me, they're cigarettes, but it
cigarettes?
could be.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Okay. I don't know either. I might have like looked it up on Urban Dictionary one time. Like, what is a stogie?
Uh, now I gotta know. I might have to know.
I'm pretty sure it's. I
You're
want to say it
probably
was a
right.
cigar. Stogie.
Stoggy. It's a stoggy.
Yeah, any long cylinder cylinder, a cylinder.
Cylindrical.
Yeah,
Okay.
inexpensive cigar. That's what it says.
Mm.
Inexpensive.
So this is not a stogie.
A roughly made, inexpensive cigar. No, but that is like a long, slender, roughly made, in, inexpensive cigar. So that's what it is. I mean,
Well, inexpensive part. Maybe
yeah, I
not.
mean, okay, okay, but that's what it's. That's what people say a stogie. Like I be seeing like
Yeah, that'd
dudes
be
with
like a.
cannons. I was just thinking about this the other day. It's like this was like a couple months ago, maybe even like going on to like a year now. It's been a while now, but I was like, there's this one dude. I was walking down on my street, and he was just getting in his car. It was looked like it was his family or whatever, his family's house. And this dude had a huge ass fucking stuff in there, a weed,
There's
uh,
a blunt
a
up there.
blunt, but a paper. Looked like he rolled that hoe. It was like it was like beautiful. I was like, I wanted to say something because he just had it behind his ear. He was getting in his car.
You
I
should
was
be
like,
like, did
yeah,
you make that? Did you do
yeah,
that yourself? Can I get an autograph one?
Can I get an autograph? I'm like, damn, this dude's pretty cool. I mean, it's just funny. Like I just see people like, damn, if we ever talked, I think we would get along quite well with this random dude here. But that was cool. It was cool.
I, I don't know why, and this might come out fucked up, but
No,
it's
no.
pure intentions.
Mhm.
What I'm about to say here, but
Mhm.
like I don't know why, but I have this like I would like for some reason to interview people that are like homeless.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
and like the reason is, and like that might be people might be, oh, that's fucked up, like they're out there struggling, and it's like no, let's be real, their story is more than likely extremely interesting.
Mhm.
What, or it's not.
Yeah.
But I would bet like 9 out of 10 have a story that is heartfelt and interesting.
Do you know about Soft White Underbelly? It's this YouTube channel. This dude's super like kind, super generous,
Okay.
almost too kind and too generous at certain times. But then he does basically the same thing. He interviews homeless people and just different types of homeless people, pimps, prostitutes. He went to Appalachia, and over there he saw
Hmm.
inbred families, a legit inbred family, and it's really sad, honestly. I mean, they look like
Wow.
Chernobyl type, malfunction.
Individuals, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. This.
Wow.
It's really sad, honestly, and it was like, damn, like, yeah. But there's this YouTube channel called Soft White Underbelly. It's pretty popular. Kind of
I
has
think
this.
I've heard of it.
He
It
has it
sounds
like,
familiar.
yeah.
I'm sure other people have done what I'm talking about. I
No,
just think it would
absolutely.
be.
No, absolutely. And
But it has that sketch factor. I'm sorry to cut you off, but
no,
it has
no.
that sketch factor, and that's why I kind of like. It has to be like a proper kind of area too, and that's
Yeah,
not really it
he
over
did.
here.
He did. He was in Skid Row, and he had an office, like right off Skid Row. It was insane, honestly. But
Wow.
this dude's about it. This dude is about it. He lives it. I mean, he really does help them too, and yeah, he's really about it, honestly. Yeah, there's just different levels like that.
All right, my
More
man. I
than
can't get too blitzed on this one because
nah, man.
I got to
Plus, I
run a
got one
live
too.
stream after this. But
Hell yeah.
We'll see how it takes its course.
See how it takes its course.
I usually fail at the not too blitz part, but fuck it, go ahead and bring us on in, brother man.
Yeah. Episode 63 of the Smoke Circle Pod. Pink Gang in the building today. Gang, gang.
Dude, happy as shit to be back here doing this again.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah. If we can get that boost in the viewership, this thing might
super boost.
Take its course to higher levels.
Hell yeah, man.
I feel like the ideas and the plans are really here, but I'm not
just
really
gonna
sure how to execute it. It is going to take time, I agree.
Take time and then consistency and just like keep like consistency. Honestly, I honestly don't know either. Honestly, if I'm just being real, it would have to like our Instagram. Like we don't have an Instagram.
Yeah,
we don't
I
have
need
a
a social
TikTok.
media handler, honestly.
Yes.
I don't need somebody to comment in the fucking chat and be like, oh, I run a thing. I don't need that shit. We don't need an advertisement like that.
Yeah.
We need to fucking find somebody that does it.
But I mean, I think this idea and this the actual product itself is not shitty. It's not like we're two idiots. I mean idiots. We're two dudes, just regular people, just talking, just shooting ideas. Thinking about life and talking it through. I mean, being open and honest and vulnerable, and I think that has a place on the internet. And regardless,
good times, funny stories.
Good times, funny stories.
And
exactly.
Hopefully soon, sometime, maybe not soon, but in the nearer future, maybe some interviews. Interviewing and talking with other individuals is that's kind of what podcasting's all about. I feel like that would be extremely interesting. And if this is a way for us to get into it, I'm
hell yeah, man.
Stupid down for that. But shit, man. Oh, can I have
the Praha? The Praha.
Praha.
Praha. Interesting little lighter there. Straight from Czechia.
This lighter's probably been more places than Instagram models. Or traveled farther, I'm sorry.
It's seen some shit. So many people in Prague, like, so many different nationalities. You hear a lot of English. I mean, just English speaking, but like.
And this is my ignorance. Where is Prague exactly?
In Czech Republic.
Okay.
And they don't call it Czech Republic anymore. They call it Czechia. That's what they call it. But it's Czech Republic, and it's a 4-hour train ride from Berlin, Germany, to Prague, Czech Republic.
So did you go there by train?
Yeah, we went by train.
And it's a 4-hour ride? That's pretty dope, though.
Yeah, exactly.
So now, what kind of train is it? Like a high-tech modern train, or like kind of like a...
Yeah, the first ride over took 4 hours. On the way back, we got stuck, so it ended up taking 6. Yeah, they had to work on the tracks and all this. But the second, it's just like a regular nice bus, or nice train, I should say, a nice train. And then the second one back was basically just like a different rooms of 6, so like 3 and 3, and then like a door.
Now is it like the only reference I have in my mind, this is fucking silly, is Harry Potter. But like the Harry Potter train, like they had like little cabins, and the people sat like across from each other in their own little like cabin with a door. Is it like that, or is it just like a big ass train with everybody?
So it was different. The second train on the return was like this, where it was like a cabin.
Okay.
But the cabin was a room of 6 seats, 3 and 3, and then like overhang.
You might not get this one, John.
No, it's dope.
Dude, that was just God. It's smoking so good.
Okay, I see you. But on the way over there, it was like just a nice. Just imagine a train, honestly.
And you're with friends, right?
I was with a friend. Yeah.
Yeah, so y'all are just there chilling. I mean, that's pretty nice, honestly, because
it was good to see it go with a friend. Honestly, this is really nice.
So is it like
see it through new eyes?
It's pretty nice, right? I like that.
This is really nice.
I don't know why it's smoking so good.
No, why is it?
I don't know.
It's like beautifully.
Fuck.
This is like a beautiful world.
Damn. I could have smoked that. I'm not gonna lie. I could have smoked that whole. It was smoking like a cigarette. Like it's a.
Smoke it, man. You can
No,
have
go
it.
ahead, dude. We got another one. It feels the same. We're gonna have good experience here.
Plus, I got a cone of my own.
God
So.
damn it! Here we go. See, not too blitzed. Fucked it already. It's smoking beautifully today.
It's smoking
They're going down.
It's the way
So,
to do it, man.
describe to me like the a little bit like, is it like countryside you're seeing on this train ride, or is it like
So,
city, urban?
so okay, in Germany, it's more. It's not affluent, but it's not as poor as Czech Republic. When you go into when you see like regular houses, you see houses with I don't know what it's red roofs, red, and I don't know what they're called, but they're kind of like loop and
like dome style.
domes. It's not a dome style houses, but I'm just trying to explain the rooftops for whatever reason. Because in Germany it's different than in the Czech Republic, but the houses in Czech Republic aren't as nice. It's just more poor. So to answer your question, it's not really. It's mostly just countryside. You go through one mid-sized city, and then you're out of it after 5 minutes. But then on the actually going there, it was really beautiful because it's mountains.
Oh, see,
it's
that's
not
what
like
I'm talking
super
about.
high
Yeah.
mountains, but it's like hills, and then like a river,
Oh,
and like little houses by the river.
fuck. See, and now this is why it should just be okay for weed to be everywhere. Because how nice would that train ride would have been? Because you let the window down a little bit, had a fatty going, and you would have just been there. Bro, honestly, dog, I'm not gonna lie, bro. It would have made me read a book. I don't even read books. That shit would have made me read a book. I would have fucking. I'd have been in heaven.
On it. You would have been like you're.
I'd have fucking thrown my phone out the window.
Exactly, man.
Dead
it
ass.
does that, man, and that's why. Sure, traveling costs a lot of money. Sure, yes, I agree. But at the same time, the experiences that come with it is honestly priceless. I learned so much. I learned a lot more in those 2 weeks than I did all of last year, honestly. And just to like recalibrate everything in your mind and like going traveling with a friend, that you can just talk it out and you just like just really talk it out, honestly. And
Damn, that would be nice. Nice reset.
it is, honestly.
And you were gone for 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, 10 days. 10 days.
That's a good amount. 10 days.
Yeah, man. I had one extra day in Chicago.
Fuck that.
I was like, nah, fam, I'm going home. So it was in the airport in Berlin. I was like, all right, girl, I'm gonna like send my flight home a day early because.
So y'all ended in Chicago?
Well, she's living in Chicago, so I was staying with her for. I actually stayed a day on like before going, and then we went, and then
so
I was gonna stay another day.
You went from here to Chicago, back to Chicago, and then back to here.
Yeah.
Damn, boy, that's a month. That sounds like a motherfucker.
I know. And then like when I was in Prague, actually, so I was like from Dallas, from summer school, to Chicago. I mean the next day to Chicago, right? Stay there for a day, and then London, and then Berlin. Okay, stay in Berlin for a little bit, and then after a couple days, we had a 4-hour train ride to Prague. Go to stay in Prague for 2 days. Another train ride back that took 6 hours instead of 4, back to Berlin. So that day we just sat and chilled, honestly, and then from Berlin, stay there for a whole another week or so, and then come back to Chicago. And of course, like I said, I was gonna stay for extra, but I was like, nah. So I stayed for one night. One night.
Okay. Damn.
I was like, okay, then go back. And
Damn. That's a lot.
It was a lot, man. Yeah, it was a lot. On the way, entering back from Chicago, it was July 4th weekend. Dude, the customs was fucking insane. So I'm fucking stupid. My U.S. passport expired.
Oh, shit.
I'm a dumbass, I know.
Oops.
So good thing I had my German passport. So I was going through my German passport, and coming back to the United States, I had to go with all the other immigrants, and both lines were crazy. The U.S. line and the immigrant and the rest of the world line was insane. Honestly, it took an hour and a half to get through that line through passport control.
Golly.
So it just wrapped around. This is in O'Hare. I fucking hate O'Hare. It's so fucking massive.
Oh, where's that
This
at?
is Chicago.
Oh,
Chicago
oh
Airport.
yeah.
Chicago and London. This is
Yeah.
But those are the worst. In my
Dude,
opinion.
just flying in from DFW to O'Hare is kind of dog shit.
Dallas is huge, right? A lot of traffic.
Dude, honestly, I'm not like. DFW is so fucking massive. It's crazy. Like
it is,
international airport, shit's insane.
It is. But you know what? I feel like Chicago and also London both have bigger airports than DFW.
You think O'Hare's bigger than here?
Honestly, maybe it's not as big because DFW actually does have the largest airport in the United States.
Really?
I want to say it's either that or it has the most air traffic. But I want to say it's the biggest.
I think it has the most air traffic.
Is it?
And then you have LAX.
No, then when it's Atlanta and Chicago, and then also JFK, and then LAX.
Really? I thought LAX was the biggest.
No, it would have to be either O'Hare or LAX is just another airport, honestly.
It's a fucking... How nice could it be? This is a fucking airport.
Yeah, I've been there once.
Have you heard all the conspiracies about the Denver airport?
What about it? Oh, wait, no, I don't think so.
It's just like some weird cultish type shit.
Oh, no.
Like they have... I don't even know.
Well, have you heard about the news about... I don't know if it's... I don't want to say it's one airline, their employee, their TSA... Maybe it was a TSA... But they arrested them for like smuggling or stealing people's drugs, and then of course selling them or using them. So they would steal other people's drugs that they would be,
That's so crazy because I always think that people fucking do that shit.
No, they do. And this little crew got caught. This TSA crew got caught.
I know, dude.
I
it just like a fucking big flashlight. I know exactly what you're talking about. I heard it from somebody personally, like all about it.
Oh, really? Yeah.
And I was like,
yeah, man. Yeah.
I think we know somebody that knew somebody on the crew.
Really?
I think that's how close it was.
Wow.
But potentially not. I might be tripping. But I remember hearing about this in great detail.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know about the great detail, but yeah, basically TSA members were stealing people's drugs out of
their
suitcases.
Dude, they had a thing going, and they were stealing. They were taking suitcases that were marked, stealing the drugs from them, saying there were no drugs, dispatching the bag, reselling the drugs.
Exactly.
Here.
Yeah.
And then the people. I mean, you can't. What are you gonna do?
But I want to say they only made 10,000. I don't know if maybe this is wrong. There's no way. But exactly that. What can you do? You're importing. Well, unless you're a part of the cartel and
I think they got caught fairly. I think they only did it like 3 times.
Okay. Yeah. But exactly, how do you get caught? I feel like it depends on how much drugs you're taking, right? At the same time, it might have been only 10,000, right? Because you're not really importing that many drugs. Honestly.
No, you're just
it's
like
for personal use, honestly.
Like when you have a chance, when you have the opportunity, you skim them.
Yeah, exactly. You just take, or you just take.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or you let them get caught and you just take that shit out to like impound or wherever the fuck that is.
I know. I always I'm always kind of weary about when the cops say, "Oh, I'm gonna take your drugs," and they just take your drugs to the warehouse or to get destroyed.
Do
or the
they
FBI?
though?
Yeah, exactly.
But
right?
do they? Does it go there?
Does the FBI really destroy your drugs?
The motherfuckers resell it back to the cartel that then put it back through in the system and they resell it again.
Yep.
Bet your drugs are more resold than fucking a recycled plastic bottle.
Yep. And it's the FBI's been over it. The cartel's been over it. The growers have.
Oh my god.
Growers should be grower to smoker, or grower to user.
Honestly,
that would be the best way, and that's why Colorado really.
I feel like that's why that stuff's good up there.
That's why, yeah, exactly, because it's not being trampled on. That's what the black market creates. It gets trampled on. How many different hands has?
It gets trampled on, and then it gets the like actual quality of the product gets deteriorated tenfold. Sometimes, if we're not talking about something that can't be like broke down more, the hard shit, they cut it down again and again and again. Like, it gets cut down so many times, I feel like, here. Yeah. That it's like, it's mainly not even the substance you want, and it's way worse for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, though, I've been noticing it kind of...
I don't know.
Smoking, it's the smoking part for me, honestly, because I do have noticed that... So I didn't work out during my little vacation there, right? And then, but it was a little bit hard. I've noticed it's a little bit harder, to catch my breath, or I get out of breath a little bit easier.
I get out of breath stupid easy for some reason.
It's like I used to not get out of breath from like going up the flight of stairs, but now I do a little bit, and I can probably say that's because of smoking, honestly.
I mean, you also have to factor age. A little bit, just a little bit. Like we're good, but like
maybe age, yes. But I feel like fast. I do feel like the smoking can't help, honestly.
No, it can't help, but it doesn't. I don't think it's that.
I don't know if it's that bad. Yeah, maybe not.
I think it's probably the week off.
Yeah, exactly. It's the week off. Yeah, exactly. I noticed it after that week off, and then you just have to I just been just pushing through it, and then you get better. Honestly, that's how that works. But.
Yeah, no, I was supposed to start that gym membership, and I never fucking did it.
Oh, dude, let's get it in.
I know, I really got to do it. Because I was like, fuck, when we first talked about it, it was like May.
Yeah.
And then I was like, damn, it's almost August now. I fucked around for so little amount of time that I could have already put in 3 more fucking weeks of work, bro.
Well, start right now. Start today or start tomorrow.
Right. Yeah. It's so hard because I had that time when I was motivated that day, and then that next fucking day,
the motivation will fade. Honestly, the motivation is the most fleeting emotion.
You got to do it then. When you find the motivation, do it then, and then you can set the consistency level.
The motivation always does help, yes, sure, but even so, it's like. Even do it when you don't want to do it. That's the main key, honestly, is like do shit you want to do when it's uncomfortable to do it. Meaning like you need to honestly, like, it's not even like me talking to you, it's like me talking to myself, honestly. It's like for me, it's like I got like you gotta get out of your comfort zone. It's like I gotta like do something or
you're right, I gotta take some step in the direction of the comfort zone. You're right. See? That's why this shit's so good, bro. It's therapeutic than a bitch in here when you're smoking marijuana. It really is.
Absolutely, man.
Damn.
The weed helps, but at the same time, life itself is the biggest psychedelic trip of all, right? So you don't ever want to lose sight of that, honestly. Is that, sure, it's all good and fun to smoke, right? Or like, at least for me, right? I'm just talking for myself. But I like weed, and that's all good and well, but at the same time, I think it's important not to lose fact or like lose perspective of honestly life itself and how people react and people interact with just the daily world. Is reality and sobriety is actually the biggest. Like life itself is the biggest psychedelic trip. It's like nothing. What happened?
It's only been 23 minutes.
It's only been 23 minutes. I feel like we've been talking
for like a couple of hours. I thought we were in like an hour.
At least 45.
Fuck.
At least 45. We could. That, to me, that's a good thing because then there's just a lot more to talk about. And
there really is. I'm sorry. Continue.
No, exactly that. It's like, yeah, you don't want to. I don't know exactly what I was saying, but.
Actually, I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell a friend's story because it had me thinking on this.
Yeah.
And we were recently talking, and yeah, I'm gonna fucking say it. I had to fucking somebody hit the pause button real quick.
Somebody hit the pause button.
Shit. I'm loading, and we were talking about kind of like the weed and the effects because you're saying it's for you, but like it really is because I didn't realize that. Like, you really can just abuse any substance for any time.
Yes, you can.
You really can.
Yep.
And, like, if you're not doing it in the right mind space and you're not in the right time frame and you're not, like if you're if you're down, bro, like, if you're down bad, it's not time for you. It's just going to amplify that down badness.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need to come to terms with the down bad before you do that. Because I feel like it can fast track you if you're on the right path.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But if you're on the down path, that's a bad time to do it.
Yeah. Dude, I can't agree on more, honestly. It's like, and just having that barrier and that boundary.
Yeah, because he had like a tragic, sorrowful event, and he just kind of turned to it and he said, "Damn, it really was this bad." And he was just talking about it. And I was like, "Damn, man, that's crazy. I didn't know like it was that bad. I thought you just enjoyed it. I didn't know you were doing it for like a reason." He was like, "Yeah, bad."
Yeah, we do.
I mean,
just
honestly,
what you're going through, and
I mean, we got a prime example because he was talking about quitting as well.
I hope he does, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fast track the right stuff, and then come back to it. Put the boosters on the side and get rolling with the weed. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, no. Exactly.
But you got to be on the right mind and the right headspace on the right track. I feel like that's a lot of it, because people do that shit with alcohol. I mean, he used to do it with alcohol too, and he quit that. Did he quit that? He did quit that.
Yeah, I want to say.
I think so, right?
Yeah,
I believe so.
I believe so. Yes, I think so.
Damn, yeah, that's good, man.
Yeah, he hasn't been doing any of that.
I feel like once you reach a certain level, you can do whatever, but like, you need to get where your life needs to be first.
Yeah.
A lot of people, and I think that, I mean, we were talking about the homeless stories. I feel like that's a big reason on some people. When they get into those hard, like, abusive drugs, it's in the wrong space. You know?
Yeah, what made you do the...
Yeah, I feel like a lot of that.
Boredom, maybe, even.
Crazy.
Just not having enough opportunity, not having anything to do. You see that in like the Native American population a lot. Is they turn into drugs and alcohol because there's no opportunity. There's nothing to do. People are supposed to strive and supposed to have purpose. You take away someone's purpose, you take away their well-being. You take away their spirit, their soul. You're gonna be stripped down, and that's why being woke. A lot of people, talk about being woke and all this, but that's literally what it is. And shit, yeah.
Damn.
Just.
I didn't know that was really a thing.
Exactly. That's why I want to say a fourth of the black population in this country is in prison. They just put them. That's not because of anything crazy. I just think, really, honestly, they're just people who have a sane reaction to an insane world. So if you're just given no opportunities and look, just basically victimized all your life.
Yeah, if you always play the victim, right?
Well, even that, but like even so, like, if you just don't have any opportunity in life, you're gonna turn into drugs and alcohol. Or you're gonna fuck up your life somehow. Like, it's just so hard to stay on the grind for nothing and like for a bleak outcome at the end. Like, all I'm saying is you need to have opportunity. You need to have a vision and a purpose in life. And once that's taken away, you take away you. So you really have to have that, like, honestly. And so it kind of makes me think, like, I'm kind of like I'm not like in poverty, right? But I was just losing money and I'm not getting a increase. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
But I was saying, like, it kind of makes me think, yeah, sure, I want to be a teacher and I do have a passion for that, but like, I'm living in poverty.
Like, see, and that's what's sad. Like, I feel like if more people did, like, if you had, instead of teaching kids, like, all schooling is like a knowledge-only, memory-based retention type of school, right? Instead of, we do need, I feel like schools try to teach you, like, always a book and formal, like, more,
right brain. I think it's right brained. Maybe I'm wrong, but
I don't know. It's like a one direction.
And like, exactly, retention, just memory.
Yeah, it's all retention instead of like, it's not even just not retention, but there's not enough repetition and there's not enough hands-onness.
The rigor's not there, and the passion's not there. And
bro, in our high school, they took out a machine shop class. They took out like a mechanic class, or like an automotive working trade.
Yeah.
Like instead of having trades taught in all schools, it's more looked down upon.
Yeah, exactly.
And like all of these other things that people have a passion for, like doing art, or some people have a passion for creating and doing all these different things.
Mm-hmm.
And like with how much stuff we have and how many opportunities there are out there to do things, it's sad that people always only strive towards the money to get the next thing instead of the thing that makes them happy as work.
Yeah.
And then I feel like your life is so much happier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're just living in like
if literally any of that gibberish I just said made sense.
No, it made sense. You were just living in a consumerism society. Just take, give me. We're just gonna spend.
Yeah,
spend.
I can only enjoy the things I like at home. Well, I mean, not really. Like you could just get good enough at those things that you really enjoy to make money at them.
And honestly, that's a very American thing, honestly. And that's another thing that traveling really puts in perspective with you. It's like, it's not just society. Just not everyone thinks like this. Not the whole world thinks we should just work. Other cultures where it's literally like the whole society, within that society, it's like, no, man, like take your time, like chill out at least a little bit and enjoy your family a little bit, and like enjoy the relationships you do have. So it's more of like a communal, like when you go, that's what I love about going to Europe, because it's more just like more family time. Like it's just more like communal. Just hanging out. Yeah, community. It's not like everyone's like, conversations here are super competitive.
The conversation's competitive.
Exactly, and that's a real thing.
And you're like, damn, other people, I'm exhausted.
Yes, this is what it is. That's what it really gets. Like, I saw this on a shout out to Geography Now on YouTube. He did an American episode, the United States of America, and he gave a little like comment. He's like, conversations in America are competitive. And that's the mindset and the frame people have conversation is like, oh, let me try to one up you. Like, you have this experience. Oh, I have this experience times 10. Let
yes. Oh my God, dude.
And it's like, nah, dog. Like, I just want you to listen. Like, sure, you can share your experiences too, but at least have a conversation. Like, at least acknowledge my existence. And
there was this video that we were sent actually at work, right? And it was like, and I get this even more just saying it, but like, it was like just an informative video that like the new president had sent out, like, because they're restructuring at our company, right? And so he sent out this video that was like like just ways to communicate better, because we just like inside the company communication was poor. So he was like, here's just like a personal level how to communicate better just amongst people, and one of them was you're not learning when your mouth's open, and the other one was that instead of thinking about the experience you had to tell you about, to match your experience with my experience, listen and ask questions and observe their experience.
Exactly that.
And I don't need to say anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You have all that wealth of knowledge, and and then you just like talk to other people. Not everyone thinks like this, and like in Europe, your friends, like they're not gonna think. They're just gonna be like exactly that. You have two ears, one mouth. That's for a reason. You're supposed to listen more, and then talk less.
Yes.
Exactly. Talk less, and it's like, dude, just listen, and like exactly that. You have their own experience. My friends over there have like a wealth of experience and a wealth of knowledge and like different experience, like crazy shit, but yet they like just stop and they listen. And like, why are they listening? And they're not like thinking about what I did or what they did. They're like, oh, trying to they're taking their experience and their life experiences and their knowledge, right, and how they interpret the world, and like giving their opinion on this matter, whatever it may be. It's like, dog, like, yeah, just have a conversation. That's what a conversation is. It doesn't have to be like, like competitive like that. But it's like, no, yeah, just stop and listen to the other person, and it's not.
And it's like one of the most dissatisfying things when you're trying to tell somebody about an experience you had, and they're just trying to compare it to theirs, and then it's just, and especially when it's like a 2-hour fucking conversation, and you're like, holy fucking shit, dude. I don't want to hear it anymore. At this point,
Dude,
it's so draining. Stop doing it. Fucking shut your mouth for once. Shit.
God, that's how it is, man.
Damn, man.
Exactly. That's why I do like traveling, because it does afford you to see that.
I do want to say, like, some, like, on here, like, I know I'm bad about cutting people off, but a lot of the times it's because we're smoking, and I'm trying to get that idea out there because it's rapidly fleeting. And I'm so sorry for that, because I have to do it often.
Okay. No, it's okay. I got you.
Because I tucked one away a minute ago, and I fucking completely forgot it. I was like, shit.
Nah, dude, it happens. I understand where it's coming from. I understand all this, but it's like, yeah, and that's why I just see him. It's like, dog, like, I just see right through it. And it's like right after my travel, so it's like,
wow, I really see it. I can feel it.
Yeah.
One of the first conversations you have, yeah, you're just like, damn.
I talk, yeah, exactly. I just imagine him like just being a very American, and like just coming back, like, dude, it's fucking crazy over here, dude.
I can't.
It's fucking wild.
I really can't stand, like.
I cannot.
And this is one thing I want to. What happened? I'm sorry, I'm really fucking high, John.
No, it's okay.
I'm playing with the string because I have ADD, I guess, with my hands. I can't sit still.
I'm just
so like.
Light the... No, that's why I got the fidget. That's why I got the.
Yeah, you're right. I'm cool. I'm chilling. Self-realization. I'm high as fuck. Thank you.
Honestly.
Damn.
It's fun.
And my fucking legs asleep.
Dude, it be happening.
Let me just shift around. Just take a little short pause in this conversation, just to have a breather. I feel like I need a breath. I'm fat and overweight. And fucking talking hard.
Oh, but it's good to just have a different experiences with your life.
I agree, man. And I really
having a kid does that too.
Damn. I had a quote that I heard too that went with what we were saying earlier, and it was, "Don't be the the loudest person in the room is not usually
the smartest,
the wisest, or the smartest.
Yeah, wisest. Yeah.
The wisest one is the one in the corner that hasn't said anything. You just sit there and observe, listen, observe. You have no idea how much you can observe when you just, like, if you just go outside, right? And people don't do. I feel like. I made a comment earlier about like I would throw my phone out the train window, and the reason is, dude, is like, the more I'm going, the just more I realize that I really can't stand like the constant technology.
In your face.
It's just everything, dude.
Always.
Do you know how
everything?
Do you know how foreign reading an actual physical book is now? Because everybody reads on a tablet or their phone or a news article, but it's online. It's on a screen. It's digital. It's always digital.
I know. I kind of get worried about like now education in school is just one-to-one computers, one-to-one tablets. Like every kid has a laptop and a tablet.
Wow.
Not in my school, but a lot of schools, and that's kind of like that's marked as a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Like to have as much tablets in your school as possible. Like that would be ideal, because it's so you do have part of that as your curriculum, and that is a lot of.
I mean, I could see that in a teaching base being very useful, right? Because you have instant, knowledgeable access to all kinds of anything.
Yeah,
I could see it good for that. When I don't see it specifically is the cell phone.
Oh yeah,
It's a personal computer in your pocket at all times. You can pull it out and you can do anything. You can do anything on it at any point in time, all day long. You can play games on it. You can buy shit off of it.
Is it dangerous?
It's stupid.
Is that dangerous?
Stupid dangerous.
What makes it dangerous? What makes that access to the phone dangerous?
Because at this point, right, without the proper technology to go into a virtual society and integrate to it or something, like I get we're trying to take the steps to do that essentially, but we're not quite there. And we're still in a physical world. And what's wrong is that the people that want to control that and be in power of that understand it. And they're already on the way. Like, I feel like people don't understand that. Like, they're already on the way to control it because you don't really realize we're still in a physical world where the physicalities of it still really matter. Like, big time.
Go burn your hand, see if it's illusion, right? This life is not. It has real life implications, or at least it sure damn feels like it, right? Like just exactly that. Put your hand on a burning hot stove. Tell me if it's not an illusion, right? So you do need some physicality in your life, and it's not just woohoo la ha la in the up in the clouds.
Yeah,
you
but
have your life and your messages and your phone, all that data does have a physical effect on your physical body, but on your mind, right? And it shapes how your mind thinks. And the now kids nowadays need twice as much anesthesia. Gen Zers need twice as much anesthesia than previous generations to go, you know, to get high, to lose consciousness. One that has to do with weed, he said, right?
Damn.
Okay, fair. And then another thing is just social media and just phones and like literally just how much technology, and this Gen Z is now growing up all online. We cannot fucking relate to these kids, man. This
No,
is a
because
whole
here's the
new
thing,
level,
dude.
Man.
This
It's a new generation.
I get that there's a way to destroy all kind of information that isn't locked in your brain, right? I get that. Because if cell phones shut down, I feel like if we lost the internet, right? If we no longer had the internet, people would have, they wouldn't not only know, they wouldn't only not know like what it is that they're searching for, like what, like the answers for what they're searching for. They wouldn't even know how to search for.
They don't have
those answers.
They don't have the wherewithal, the foreshadowing enough to look inward and actually
like
say, oh, what's the best measure? What's the best thing to do in my life? It's because they're just going to be so on their phone. They're going to be so addicted to the phone that they're not going to actually be able to think for themselves.
It's not even that, but it's like, I mean, this is kind of a bad example, but it's like if something like malfunctions in your car, right? Like, and you're not quite sure about it. You have a mechanical aptitude-ish, but
now it's all computerized.
But now you don't know. No, I'm not even that far.
Okay.
But like we lose the internet, so now you don't even really know. Like you're trying to fix something, okay? You don't know how to do it. Well, now you don't have the internet to search for that. But what I'm saying is that now people don't even know how to go find the other answers to that. They would have to search for the answers.
Oh yeah, like go to the library.
Yeah, they wouldn't even know what to do.
Like I was talking to my friend, and she's like, yeah, to get my, must have been
Scooby snacks.
There's a dissertation, I should say. Sorry, like for college, right? Like for graduate or whatever it may be, is like you have to go to the library and like look through archives of shit and like actually be able to like do that, like that.
Yeah, like
that
how
right
to
there
find the answers.
How do you find the answers? Exactly, because you're like
whether it be like a library like that, whether it be
that's what it is. That's what college is.
Yeah.
That's literally what it is.
Like, and now everybody's like, oh, I just Google it, or I just hit it on YouTube, and I'm like,
dude, and I was like, just thinking
like,
about it.
I do too, and it's like, fuck, man, like,
I needed my internet, I needed my phone when I was overseas, right? It's like, dude, if I had to go across the street to buy this little plan, this little eSIM, so I can have service, right? If I didn't actually buy that, I wouldn't have been able to meet up with my friend. There's no way of contacting and like telling him where to be, so there's no way of meeting up with him that day if I didn't have this.
People would have no idea what to do.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, damn, like right now I need this internet. There's no other solution. I can't run home and and then I can't like just go over there and like walk. I don't know where to go. Like
you don't know where it is.
Exactly.
You have no idea how to communicate with this person.
Exactly, and they don't have the same, right? So it's just like.
And that's originally what that was designed for, and that's a good thing, right? That's a really good aspect of it. What's bad, I think, is that the total like integration that like you can do.
Then like not having it, right? That's what I was kind of thinking of.
Yeah.
Like, I needed to go across the street to like get to have the internet, to buy this service, right?
Bro.
And so.
Do you know how bad people's directional skills would be if they didn't have Google Maps?
Oh man, I'm pretty bad, dude.
People really wouldn't be able to make it anyway.
I still make the wrong exit in Dallas, dude. I did it. Yeah.
All right, we're back.
Shit.
No, we're back. We're back up.
No, but I'd be like losing. I still make the wrong. Of course, I quickly correct it, right? But it's like the Google Maps is not exactly correct. I think the Google
Dude,
Maps.
the Google Maps had to get bought out by Apple Maps. I'm
Dude,
telling
it's
you,
really bad.
They went downhill so fast.
I was like, dude, this is not right. Why do I always? Yeah, is it me or is it the Google Maps? I feel
It's
like I'm
Google
doing
Maps.
It right. I'm like, I'm doing this correctly, and now it's going the wrong way. What
Dude, the
fuck?
Google Maps shit
Okay.
has took a shit.
Okay, because it's not exactly
Because
me.
Trying to
I was like,
go
what the
one of the
fuck?
most confusing fucking areas. Sorry, I was about to go out.
No, it's all good.
One of the most confusing areas that I get lost in all the fucking time is like coming from Grapevine to
okay.
Fort Worth.
Yeah.
There's like a triple intersection of highways.
Okay.
You got
yeah.
114, 121, like 360, 161, and it's like
a lot of different numbers too.
like all of this shit, and then like 121. I don't know why Texas fucking does this, man, but we stay with the like old like FM streets in the city.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you have 266 or 187 or.
Isn't that just 160? 121 is just what street is that on? Great. What's the fucking
121's a highway.
a highway? But it's a fucking also it's a street.
Way up there, it turns into a. No,
Is it Belt? It's not Beltline.
it is a street. It's Collins Street in
Is
Arlington.
it Collins?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because Collins
yeah.
actually turns into that,
Yeah. Exactly.
and it's
Yeah. It's Collins. If
And
you
then
really
you
wanted
have-
to say, you could just say Collins.
you have Cooper Street has a number in it in Arlington.
Oh,
when
that's
we grew
true.
up.
Yeah.
And but if you go far enough out, it's still Farm to Market Road
oh shit.
only.
Uh-huh.
But if you're over here, it's both.
Wow.
And
Is
so
that FM
sometimes
what it's meant for?
Farm
Farmers
to Market.
Whoa, I never knew that.
Oh shit, you didn't know that?
No. Farmers Market. Oh.
Farm to Market.
Oh, farm to market.
Yeah, that was the old roads that they used to use to go from the farms to the market squares.
Wow. So you wouldn't ever get lost. You just take the FM road all the way
Take the
down.
FM
You
road.
can't get lost.
Take your county road to your FM road,
That's it.
and then you're on the way.
Oh wow, that's easy. That's kind of smart. So that's how
But-
people. But that's how people didn't get lost. Maybe it seemed like now we have to all.
Yeah, but
fucking,
they fucked up because they'll have highway
Deal with
like
all these
121
different
that goes into like 266 or some shit to a whole nother city, and Google Maps is like, follow this number because it's the same exit, and then they split. And it's like,
yeah,
bitch, I
It's
needed
what-
to go that way.
yeah, yeah.
What the fuck is this? Go down
Yeah.
here and make a U-turn so you can go back. I'm like,
right?
bro.
What the fuck?
We
I
had to-
always get
so-
fucked up.
Honestly, we went to this pretty dope thing I need to tell you about also because we all
Uh-huh.
need to go again because it's
Bet.
pretty cool.
Okay.
But I'm also gonna shit on it at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Meow Wolf. It's in the Grapevine Mills Mall.
Okay.
It's like, it's pretty badass, dude. It's like a art kind of. It's hard to explain. It's kind of like an art gallery, but it's not so much picture on the wall art gallery. The whole facility is the art. You walk into it.
Yeah, so it's all encompassing. It's like a dome.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it dome
like-
or it's like and it's fully expansive.
No, it's bro, it's crazy.
Okay.
Like,
Meow.
I'm trying not to give you one. Yeah, Meow Wolf is in like WOLF.
Mm-hmm. Meow.
No, not that. Like a wolf, like the dog.
Yeah, exactly.
Like an actual animal. I thought it was Meow Wolf, like meow woof woof, like a dog.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because it made
Wolf.
sense,
I
but
see.
it's not. Yeah.
Oh, it's an interesting.
I
it's
thought
like
about
a
that until the
little
longest.
cat
Until
and a
I
dog.
literally thought that's what it was called till we're there, and I'm looking at the title, fucking high as shit, and I'm like, it's Wolf.
It's wolf.
And everybody looks at me in the group, and they're like, what? I'm like, it's Meow Wolf. And they're like,
yeah.
yeah. I'm like, that don't make no fucking sense. Okay? I couldn't fucking get it,
No,
dude.
it makes sense. I would think that's more like logic, right? The
Yeah.
meow to the wolf.
And so, I mean, it honestly, to not shit on it, it's like one of the, It's definitely a dope high ass experience.
Okay, bet.
It's a smoke some fucking good ass weed. This hella stoned, and then we're going in.
And then we going in.
Cause
hell yeah.
Like, it's almost like walking through different realms. It's trippy as fuck, man. I got some videos I can show you, but like,
okay, I see.
One like
And
I'll give you an example.
To get in?
Yeah, I'll give you like a pretty cool example. Like, this gives away kind of the entrance, but honestly, if you don't want spoilers, don't fucking listen. So, when you first go in, like it's like an interactive walkthrough experience, but it's like you can spend as much time in there as you want. And when you first go in, like you come to like a house, like literally like you're in the front yard, and there's like a 2-story house built right there, and you're like,
it's a whole another room.
Yeah, that like you walk into the area, right? Like in through the mall.
Oh, okay.
And then you go into this attraction, and like when you're in there, when they start the tour thing, like it's not a tour, it's like you just walk through it. But the first room you walk in, and it's a fucking like you walked into the backyard of a house.
Wow.
And it's blacked out, and they have a fucking like it is art.
Yeah.
There's AstroTurf. It's a whole ass yard.
Whoa. That's really cool.
And there's a whole ass house, and the whole ceiling's blacked out with like starlight.
Wow.
So like it literally feels like you walked. You go through the house.
Wow.
You go through the house, and then it's like a whole nother. Wow. I don't want to spoil all the shit like out back, but
that's really beautiful.
Like the coolest shit, bro, is one of the rooms is the main room you end up in at the first. It's you go through the you open the refrigerator door of the house, and you go in it.
Oh, whoa.
And you walk through like this tunnel that's like built like the inside of a refrigerator. And when you pop out, you're in some like Men in Black type shit. It's like just a room of doors. And it's just a white room with the insides of other refrigerator doors.
Wow.
It's trippy as shit, bro.
Wow. Don't say too much more. I got it.
Yeah.
Dude, that's fucking dope, though.
That's like one of the main rooms you end up in. So
and there's a lot more to experience than what you just said?
Dude, yeah. Each of those doors goes to a whole different kind of thing.
Whoa. So it's like super. How big is this place?
It was fucking big, dude. We were there for like 2 hours.
Whoa.
And we were with some people that were fast tracking.
Wow.
I could have been in that bitch we were in there for probably about an hour. It felt like 2 because I was high as fuck.
Marijuana minutes. No,
yeah.
Hell yeah, man. That's dope.
Dude, it was
fully like this.
So we want to go back fully blitzed because I was only like partially blitzed. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna take my motherfucking time because I feel like there's so many paths you can take in there that I miss shit that I wanted to see and really observe some shit more. Because when I get to around art, you know how I be high as fuck. And then they have another one that's a whole different experience, and it's in Vegas.
Okay.
So we're gonna do that for the wedding. We're gonna go to that place next year when we go out there. Because it's in Vegas, dude. We can hit the dispo on the way, get the freshest of the fresh.
My dad was saying he was smelling it at all times in Vegas.
I'm sure.
He was drunk as fuck, and it was kind of like bad. You know, it was really bad. We just smelled it everywhere. He was like, this dude's like drunk as fuck, like slurring all his words. He's like talking like, I can't take you seriously, dude.
Who? That was your dad? Oh, damn.
That was funny. Whatever.
That's pretty funny.
I'm like, okay, dude.
Like, okay.
No, but it's. I'm just thinking like, damn, I want everyone to get high,
like
the whole society is high as fuck.
It's a high society.
A high society. I breathed it out wrong.
I feel like.
Okay. Oof.
I don't know, man. I be feeling like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like both my legs keep going to fucking sleep because I'm fat.
Like I blew this out, Rob. Sorry.
It might be a little spicy, dude. You want this one?
That sounds really nice.
Just back to back? Fuck it, I'll do both.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I mean, we always say we want to just have fucking personal joints in this bitch. Maybe we should have a joint limit.
This is the joint limit, I think.
3 or 2?
If you want to do two, that's fair game to me too. But usually we've been doing three. But
last time we did like 5.
Last time we did 5.
Because I rolled 2, you brought 1, and he rolled 2.
Yeah, it was just because his was really small and like really, just like really.
Well, he rolled. Yeah, he just rolled
like
a hand roll. Like
yeah, just a little, like yeah.
It's funny you say that because I always like to roll really small joints. I don't know why.
No, I like to. Me too, honestly.
Like I like my half cones, but I really want the mini cones.
Okay.
Because I feel like you can just hit them
this
down.
Right now? Either way, I don't care. No, yeah. Thank you. You sure? Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's not for personal.
Damn. No, but after 3, it is a little bit harder to maintain the conversation.
And it's also hard to maintain the rest of the evening.
The rest of the evening. That's
after
fair.
the podcast and the evening kind of.
That's fair.
I'm just like, fuck it, I'm going to bed.
But I feel like you could, I don't know, like you could interact with like your family in a more intimate level. Like not even like, it doesn't even have to.
Yeah,
it's
that's
not even
true. No,
sexual, but like just like a more personal, real level.
Yeah, like there.
Yeah.
I feel like on
present.
like so. That's where I get before like 5 or 6 in. I'm like, I could do it now because I'm like, I'm just a little high, still crispy, and I feel like just the more I smoke, the more I'm like.
Yeah. That was the thing. Yeah, last week I do feel like it was a little bit much, because the next day I felt I felt a weed hangover, and I never like really do have weed hangovers unless I smoke too much. To me, that's too much. When next day I kind of just feel a little groggy. I kind of like wake up with like a little morning headache a little bit.
We also did smoke that backwood.
Yeah,
yeah. And that's not a normal thing, so and they're pretty fucking strong.
They are,
it was
dude.
Delicious though.
They are. Yeah, it was. Cause then when I hand out my cone, I was like, dude, I'm kind of like blissed right now. Like I do think it was that blunt.
That blunt, and we smoked it first, and it was kind of like,
yeah. I was like,
I was
shit.
high as shit.
Yeah, me too. And I was already kind of like thinking like, I kind of want my cone as well, but like not like nothing. I was just like, oh shit, and then it just seemed like not that many minutes had passed before I was like, oh shit, maybe.
Yeah, we were only like 20 minutes in and we were already on the phone.
Okay.
Because that's why I was like, I was sitting over here smoking.
My bad, I kind of like lost track of time.
I think. Y'all were like talking and I was sitting here like, we fucked up. I was already feeling it. Like, 20 minutes and we're already on the second one. Fuck.
Yeah. My bad, dude. Because I do feel like I did out.
That wasn't your fault. No. I'm not blaming it on you. That's not what I'm saying. I was just saying.
I take responsibility a little bit for that. I mean, I did. But I know
if you want to, I could have just been like, I'm not gonna smoke it.
Do you want this?
No, I'm good on that one.
That's real. That's real. I'm good with it, honestly.
But honestly, at the end of the day, I still had a good fucking time. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, man, that's really what it's about, honestly. Just having a good time with it, honestly.
I feel like we just had a tad bit more to do on the. Oh, actually, you know what? I got fucking notes, bro. I took notes this week.
Like, the notes. I feel like we should. I have to take a responsibility too. It's not just saying it like for you, but like.
The notes are pretty big.
The notes.
And I feel like if we had enough and we could review them.
And so, like right now, Biden just now released loan forgiveness, but
I don't care. I want him out of the fucking office.
I don't give a fuck about this dude.
Dog. Okay.
I just feel like the government's gonna fuck you up.
Let me just put this. So some people say we're not gonna make it to the 2024 election because things are gonna get so bad it's gonna boil over before we get there. So with that said, Hunter Biden does not get any felony charges. Not a day in jail.
He's too
Didn't
powerful.
even have to go to court for the same crimes that some people did lesser of, and are in fucking federal prison for like 30 years.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
It's that money. Money just buys the lawyers who buy the verdict. So you can just buy.
Dude, he even had weapons charges.
He's too powerful, man. Who gives
Then
a fuck?
they find cocaine
Party
in
Hardy.
the White House.
Oh yes, I did hear that.
The
They
Secret
found
Service met.
weed and is it cocaine as well?
The Secret Service met on that. I believe so. I just heard the cocaine. I didn't
wow,
hear that there
okay.
was weed. But
I heard there was weed. They found weed, but also DC is a legal state, so
so they said that there was not enough evidence to
state.
suspect anybody, but it was more than likely the construction crews.
Oh, the construction crew.
It was one of the construction
cleaning lady
workers.
who dropped it after vacuuming.
It was one of the
Oval
construction
Office.
workers that was working there.
Of course, how convenient. It's obviously not the fucking cleaning crew or whoever the construction crew. It was a bunch of politicians, man. You think about the worst people to hang around with, the worst people just to be. It's a politician, man. I want to be the antithesis to a politician. If my life, it's a bit of an exaggeration, but you can actually take some like pointers with it in my own like. I'm just talking like to myself, honestly. But yeah, shit. What was I just about to say? I'm so high. God damn it.
I don't know, but I'll cover for you. So anyway, to kind of go with it, that I didn't shit on that place that I said I was going to, but I have to because it bothers me. So I knew through somebody that worked on it, like to help assemble it. That's how come I even know that it exists. Okay. And we're in Texas. This is a conservative ass state. Allegedly. Like, and it's okay. Like it should be. It can be because it works here. Like this is called freedom here, and we enjoy that.
Amen.
Okay. The freedom to offend somebody is still freedom. It doesn't matter if you're offended.
The freedom to smoke a goddamn stogie when you fucking feel like it is your goddamn right.
Freedom. It is. Freedom. I don't give a fuck. It is. That is being able to say whatever you want is a vital part of it. To say and to defend.
Dude, it's fucking wild over here, man. Just the fucking shootings is
so
crazy.
That place.
Everyone's so fucking aggressive.
No, dude.
Everyone's
I have a statistic for you.
And road rage through the roof right now. Everyone's just so fucking ready to go.
Well, yeah, bro, literally.
It happened to my dad a few months ago.
It happened to me the other day too. If you add up the statistics, I see this a lot now. The economy now is so bad. It's equal to worse than the equivalency of inflation to pay and what it should be if it had increased at certain rates and shit. Like, this is technically an era that where the inflation is higher and people are making less money than in the Great Depression in equality. And if you compare those two statistically, is that not wild?
Statistically,
to not be in poverty right now. I think the median income is like $130,000.
Fucking outrageous. Or maybe it's not 100,000, but I think it's like 70-something thousand to not be.
No, it's
for a household or for
like
an individual.
80. It's like 80.
But that's what I think. I think that's the thing that people say they believe. They believe they have to earn this much amount of money. Because I read the same. I'm pretty sure I read the same study.
Well, I saw that.
But
the same house would.
Oh yeah, inflation.
Like,
I mean, it's absolutely.
It's
the truth.
It's
I mean,
it's
you do
crazy.
need that much money. Exactly. That's why being a teacher, I'm living in poverty, really, right? It's like you really.
I mean, I'm in the same, dude.
It's fucking crazy, dude. Exactly that. It's like something does need to change.
And what's more wild is that I make more money now than I've ever made, and I'm struggling as bad as when I actually didn't even have a fucking job, almost.
Wow. Yeah.
That's why I feel like I'm back to, though.
Yeah. It's how it is, man. It's hard out here, man. it's just rough times. The
And, like,
weak
what's-
men create tough times, and this is a tough time. And now
And what's, like,
gotta afford it out, man.
stupid
The strong ones
crazy?
gotta afford it out.
Is there's still people that are like doing way like quite a bit worse than us, and they do the same shit every day, and you're like, damn,
Can't be,
the
I couldn't
like? I
do
was
it,
like,
man.
how are you making it?
I'd
right
rather
now?
die than come in last, man. Playboy Cardi said it, but I fucking resonate with that shit. So like, I'd rather die before I come in last. That's just like, you would rather just be a loser. Like I just couldn't like imagine like you fucking just you just do that. That's just your life. I couldn't imagine that honestly. I would rather just die than be in last or just be a fucking like slave. I couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
I would be the slave that just had to rebel. Honestly,
You just had
I
to.
couldn't.
You're just like, man, look, this ain't gonna
I
work.
couldn't. Yep.
If you gotta put me out, just put me out.
Yeah,
I'm cool with it.
Honestly,
Like, just do it politely.
I think I would probably go that route. Honestly,
Just shoot me. Don't do no crazy torture shit. Just put me out.
Yeah, honestly, I kind of think I would do that shit, but it's kind of fucked up in the head. But
I mean, so that's kind of how it ends, right? Like, enough people feel like that, and then they're like, you know what? We all feel like that. Why don't we at least try?
yeah,
And then you get out
yeah,
because there's
Yeah.
more of you.
yeah.
I mean, that's really what I see this kind of art thing. That's like a board game sitting on the backs of people, and just a few people playing, and it's like all we have to do is stand up, and it's over. Like all you have to do is stand up, and the little game they're playing is over.
Yep.
Because you outnumber them like 150 to 1 or some shit.
The public, the people
The
have
people.
the power. Don't
Right.
get that twisted. They try to divide us. They try to knock us off their game. They try to inflate the shit out you and like make the common man just be living in poverty, right? They're gonna make you try to do that, but
And of course they can beat us down one-on-one.
at the
But
same
it's a-
time,
if we
we
just
hold the power.
All get up.
Yep.
It's over.
Yep. If we all just get up. Yep. We should just have a call to the people just to stand up and get up and just I don't
Just
know,
to
come
stand
together.
up to it. Yeah, we
Yeah,
just need
just
to
like-
come together. We don't even need to come together in hate of them. We just need to come together in love of each other.
Yep. Big
And if we can
facts.
do that, that automatically just erases this.
Skur, for real.
Because then we can just say, yeah, we're going to do it. And we're all going to do it together.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all agree with
As one.
where
whole
we're at.
force.
And this is what we want. And that's not what you want anymore. So this is just going to go
Yeah,
away.
get those fucking politicians out there. I mean, that's why Trump won
Damn.
That's why Trump won the.
It went out, but I'll
Okay.
just set it there for a minute.
That's why Trump won the presidency because he said fuck the system. Then he did so. Then he went to his narcissistic ways. I feel like, and he fucking did not deliver through his promise of it. Like he sure drained the swamp, but he also just gutted the fucking system as well.
Well,
and just made a mockery of it.
I gotta say that I think had we not wasted so much time and effort in trying to do this wild goose chase witch hunt thing, right?
Exactly.
If
the
people
whole
would have
Russian
just
collusions with
if they would have just accepted defeat
False.
and realized that it just open your eyes for a few seconds
Dude,
and look at it and
absolutely.
go, damn, there's way more evidence. I don't like it, but there is way more evidence that he didn't do that.
Exactly.
We should
Every
just
day
give
on
up.
the news, though, dude, it was Russia and collusion and Trump. It was all every day being forced down your throat. He's guilty. He did this. He did this. That didn't fucking happen. And then you got you got the CIA, whoever's trying to do that to him. He's still a bad dude, honestly, and he kind of just did fucked up things. But by the CIA doing that, you give that dude more power. You're like going against the system. He's gonna leverage that.
And you're,
say, fuck
like-
you, dude, and he's gonna rally the people against you.
It's so
You're
crazy.
giving him ammunition.
To see both sides so dramatically in like one to the next, like in the presidency, just one to the next. You saw this, you saw all this rise in hate for something that wasn't there. And then you see they fucking didn't put the fucking blanket over it, right? And then you see all of the actual horrible shit, the real facts. They just tell you the real facts and they're like, but that we don't even need to talk about it. We just, if you don't really know what happened, did it happen? So we'll just don't. You gotta, you guys
Keep
need
it
inside information
pushing.
to know that it exists.
Yep, that's why they give you aliens. Give them aliens. Let
Yeah,
let them have an alien. So
Blow
they
this
can-
up.
Yeah.
it'll hide the other thing because the people will be one more interested.
Fuck you, dude. We know your fucking games. You're fucking.
But there's still the
filthy.
stories, and then people still read the stories, and they spread around massively, and they get just as many fucking views, and then it's like, we can't come together on the fact that they really are just lying to you.
I think now I think before there was this big like social justice warrior, and like the hate between them, and then Trump happened and just put Antifa and the right wing together.
Dude.
Milo Yiannopoulos or whatever his name is, like, and Ben Shapiro, and just, and then Antifa gets their shit, and then their assaults on people, and they're fucking crazy too. It's like, dude, you fucking go against those. I think now there's more people who kind of feel like we are coming together, and
I do feel like we are a lot of it, but I also feel like the divide, and maybe the divide is not getting greater, but it's getting more defined. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like more people are like coming at.
You're really seeing where the divide is now. Like, it's more defined on, like,
they put their
this is it,
like, foot in the sand, like, very hard, like, no, and not budging, and they're just like, they have their position.
Yeah, and they're
not gonna listen to you.
And now I think what finally happened is you see the other side of the divide really starting to put their foot down and be like, no.
Yeah.
And it starts with, like, the Bud Light and the Call of Duty thing, because it's not that those communities are not allowed their freedoms in their own pride, but it's that it's the individuals inside of that are like
pushing that narrative.
That are pushing this awful, strange narrative.
Yeah.
And they're pushing it towards a group that can't defend themselves, the children. What?
Yeah, they put
like, and when somebody's like, I think we should just leave the kids alone, and you ban him and pull his shit out, it sends a message with where your company lies, right? And I'm glad to see these places get the boycotts that they are getting, because the other side of all the other people are saying, no, we have a voice too, like, and like, we're going in a direction we don't need to go. We're really coming together now. This is just putting more divide in us.
Putting that person
on
what I'm
the
saying? Bud Light can really brought the people together, you would say, right?
I would say it brought a lot of people together.
It's like, dude, we gotta like
we
Caitlyn
finally
Jenner
have to
was
stand
the
up.
woman of the year when she like transitioned, or whenever, it's like, dog, like,
I think that's a little silly.
It is.
What?
Exactly.
We're playing
that same
in
year, that
Fantasyland.
person fucking rammed into an old woman, knocked her into another car, killing her. He was a part of a what is that, reckless driving? I don't fucking know, but like, he bumped into this van, right? This old lady was driving, boom, put it on oncoming, boom, she died. So, and that happened to that Caitlyn Jenner, that same year they transitioned. And then that same person
that transition
won the Woman
blew,
of the Year.
it just swept that shit under
the
rug,
right? And like, after that, I was like, wow, this shit is so like, it's not even right morally. Like, they just push evil.
They just push this
or whatever, this delusion. I don't even know what you call it, but like, I don't like, it's fair, right? I don't like hate this person, right? But it's like, I don't know. Like,
I saw an article that said this Dylan Mulvaney person that Bud Light put on their can, who we've talked about before, damn, I kind of stuttered myself, honestly. I thought about something bad. Anyways,
no.
they push the wrong narratives, right? And now, like, this is how silly it is. Like, I feel like they did that for potentially like a 15 minutes of fame. And then I feel like this person also, they came out, like, the article I saw said that they were now declaring that they're lesbian. So it's a guy that transitioned to a woman, calls himself now a female, and is now attracted to women, while still fully intact with all.
So they would just call that self a lesbian, but at the same time, he's.
And it's like.
But I mean, okay, whatever it is, yes, I can agree that it's silly, right? Right? Like, I can see the absurdity of it. At the same time, it's like, okay, let this person just do what it. They're going through it. Like, let them deal with their own shit. But I don't think it should be like, pushed like as a good thing or like a very positive thing. I mean, it is what it is.
It's not just
it's
like
gender
pushed as a positive
dysmorphia.
thing, but it's pushed as like, oh, like anybody can do that, and anybody means the kids and all this shit. And it's like, dude, like
That's why anxiety rates and depression is through the roof, because they push that narrative on people, and it's a sick. It's a sick reality, man. It's a certain slice of a human reality, right? Sure, this person went through it. It's their truth. Fair enough. Give it to them. We respect it. I respect it. It's fine. But at the same time, that shouldn't be like pushed upon and on the youth and be looked at as a commendable thing, something to honor. It's just like, dude, okay, this person's going through it. Let them do their thing, and it just ends up there. Like, it shouldn't be like celebrated, put in your face, and like also when you do, like, it depends on where you go, but sometimes on this pride thing, it full just nudity out there and with the kids out there in public. This is happening in San Francisco. It's like, I don't think that's right, man. And then like you see it sometimes in Germany, like just some weird sexual. It's not like gay or anything. It's like just warpedness. Honestly, it was like really weird. But
yeah,
I don't even know where it's going with that. But just like, it's a deep underbelly of just.
And I saw another thing with that
sexual assault.
I saw this other clip with that same person from Bud Light conditions, and they think that they can get pregnant. They're like gonna have a kid, and I'm like, and somebody, the clip is of this dude that's on the like interview with them, being like, that's insane. You're crazy. That can't happen.
That can't happen.
You're
right?
insane. And then everybody is like dead ass silent. Like the main reporter for the show, the person, and they're just like looking at that guy, and he's like, am I the only one? Like, we're playing in Fantasyland. What?
I would just be like, dude, that can't happen. You don't even have to name call him. Just hit him with the facts, right? And then just let it hit. You just let the audience and let them answer the ask them a question, all right? Like, ask them like why.
Yeah, and it makes me really sick to hear this narrative to push on kids, dude. Because now that we have the daughter too, and it's like more like, it's like, damn, like if like that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That somebody would think that they had the right to like encroach anything like that on your child,
mm-hmm.
without like you being able to consent. Or I hear that schools won't even notify their parents if the kids say that in class or something. I hear some crazy shit.
It's just warped with. I mean, you have to have responsibility as a teacher and do right by the kids, and you don't push that shit, honestly. But I mean, I do understand in some. I think in California that's being pushed, which is just. It's really unfortunate, man. It's just unfortunate when I hear about those things, man. You don't want that shit, man.
Dude, and we have some friends. We have some friends from California, or Abby does, and it's like they were thinking about moving back there, and like they make pretty good money here already, so like what they make here, they would have to ask for like, if they ask for like a 50% increase, right? They'll be increasing their pay. They'll be making still what they're making here.
Oh wow.
In their pocket.
Oh wow.
Actually, no, if they doubled it, because they take half, so they would have to double their salaries to make what they make now. Okay, just to make what they make now.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, everything there is so much more expensive than it is here. So you're making the same amount of money you're already making here in Texas, and then all the items cost 5 times more. $100,000 house here is $500,000 there. You can't do it.
Yeah, good luck. Yeah, exactly. You can't do it. It doesn't exist.
Like,
it's insane.
How do people actually even live there?
That's why they're all moving here, because they
Yeah.
can't. They figured out you can't do it. I always asked the same question: how does that even exist? Like
how are there still people there? I don't understand. Like,
how is it still there? Yeah, it would
that
just
doesn't
be
make any sense.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like, yeah, I mean, sure, the price increase. So like, I was looking. Teachers get paid more over there, sure. Like, I want to say like 80 or something, or even like 100,000. Sometimes 100,000. So like, but at the same time, everything's more expensive.
But you're making only half of that because the first 50% goes to taxes there.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit! Yeah, exactly.
They have like a tax rate of like almost 50%.
It's fucking insane.
What? Half the income?
But at the same time, I do think there are some socialist.
Oh yeah.
Like I think basic health care should be just provided. I think I'm a big believer in like free health care.
Yeah, but I don't think healthcare should make the houses cost $500,000.
It's no,
and I
that's
don't
politicians, man. That's corruption, man. If they actually put that shit where it's supposed to go, we would have California would be all. If you put in more taxes, you would imagine California being beautiful, right?
Beautiful.
Roads paved, like beautiful.
I mean, look at Colorado, I feel like, right? Every time I go up there, because I don't live there, right? So I kind of notice it when I'm there from time to time because it looks different to me every time I go. But it's like an improvement every time.
Mm-hmm.
Because the high tax on the weed actually goes to, like, their roads
That's
are
just
nice
on that
as
cannabis.
shit. Their roads nice as shit. In a lot of places. Yeah,
hilarious.
Sure, there's still some shit roads. But, like, when you're touring it, the road's nice as shit.
A lot of Colorado is well paved. So I do give credit to Colorado, and that's directly correlated, credited to the cannabis community.
Yeah, that's what that tax is like basically going to.
Exactly, man. And look at when your taxes actually go to where it's supposed to go, and not in the politician and lobbyist pockets, you can actually see some real change in community. But once you're not really seeing that change, you're getting fucked over. It just builds spiteness. Like, I was also thinking this line, right? I was walking the line with all the other immigrants, and I was like, dude, after an hour and a half in this fucking line where you don't have any internet, and you can't, they take away the internet. There's no internet access, and they do that on purpose, so you can't fucking get into contact with anyone. So good luck if you're getting separated. But anyway, you're gonna have to go through that for an hour, 2 hours. And they want to ask you some questions, but at the same time, dude, I was just thinking it's hard not to build resentment to the U.S. if that's just how you treat people coming into your country, like just cattle, right? And that's just gonna leave a bad taste in people's mouths, honestly.
Yeah,
I couldn't just on a human level though, that's our values though as a country is just to treat people like that.
Our immigration needs a total a whole total reform. The process needs to be improved upon, like to be able to do it, like the smoothness of the process needs to be larger and much fucking like much more like active and like smooth.
Yeah, that's why the border crisis is what it is, because everything's so blocked up with.
Yeah, it takes so long to do it, and it's like,
fuck, you might as well just maybe not have an open border, but goddamn, like let it.
No, we don't need an open border. That's the worst thing, dude.
But exactly, but we have to let some in right at the end of the day if you got that many people.
Yeah, I feel like that's just because the like process is so bad to get in, like to do it legally and to become a U.S. citizen. I feel like the process is dog shit.
Yeah, but they can't be coming in like in herds, what they do now, and just human trafficking is insane, and it's a big problem, man.
It's a huge problem.
It's a huge problem. People are not really aware. They just think, open the border, that's going to fix it.
Yeah, but that's because you don't live at the border.
Exactly.
You don't live in a border state. You have no idea.
And that border country, that border state is run by who? The cartel is run by criminals. So you're going to just open that shit up just straight. We're going to be right there in the front line, man.
It's
those
like
fucking
no idea what they're doing.
Cartels would come into Houston, and then come straight to Dallas.
There's like
straight go for it.
18,000 kids or something go missing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's every really year.
Yep.
I feel like that's high.
It's extremely high.
That's more than that. That's more than 1,000 kids a month.
Just snatched, sold into.
18,000 kids are people that are just like not accounted for anymore.
So sad.
Like,
Literally,
like where did they go? Where do you think they went?
Human trafficking,
dude.
Their life is just over, and it's just
you just don't
forever.
even understand how big it is. Honestly,
it's terrible, man. You should be, and that's why I think the ultimate punishment should be executed to those people who perpetrate that crime.
Yes,
honestly,
I don't think I think when it's a crime like that also includes different countries, you're stuck in like if you get caught here and you're from there, like we should be able to hold you if that's what you're accused of.
Mm-hmm.
We shouldn't just have to send you back because you just get out.
You should just go to prison and just let them just be open yard on them, and then just let the animals take care of them because they already do right? They're
gonna do that
instead of going out and like protective custody. Dude,
they got human trafficked.
That's what they kind of already do a little bit, but it shouldn't be as protective custody because how do they survive in prison?
If pedophiles don't last very long in prison.
They should just, but they shouldn't be in like solitary even. They should just be out in the open. Just let them out in the open and see what happens, and then
human traffickers. Come on, man.
That should be exactly. They're going to be executed by inmates. Okay. You don't have to do that by the state, right? You can't allow that under the books. It's kind of fucked up.
There's a certain level of like, I like just gutter rat trash. They just should be dealt with, in that sense. And I don't understand like how come there's also like a certain type of people, right, that were like human trafficked in our history. You know what I'm saying? I feel like let the prison system eat that alive. You know what I'm saying? Because that's essentially what those people are doing now.
Dude, I just saw a documentary.
You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. That's fucking insane. Mm-hmm. Those people are taking those humans. You don't know if they're going to the fucking Congo, where people are fucking slaves all day long, mining fucking shit for lithium batteries for everything. Mm-hmm. Like, that's a huge deal, bro. There's probably people going there. There's people going into the sex slavery.
Dude.
There's little kids going to islands. Come on, man.
I never thought about like actually going to the Congo. I think yeah, man. Like
they can go anywhere. They're just gonna take them and they're gonna sell them because they're theirs now.
And you just have like this little white kid or like
whatever works, whatever gets the highest price.
Is now just
in some kind of slave system somewhere.
That's fucking crazy.
Right? Doesn't matter where in the world because they're all connected at that point. You know what I'm saying? You know they are.
Yeah, that should just be executed, man. Like that should.
Yeah.
Dude, that's just crazy to think about. Like that's actually what you do, and like, goddamn, I feel like I would watch this documentary about credit card scam, and they kind of just have thieves just have a certain type of aura about them that I don't really like. Whereas like more as drug dealers,
stand thieves.
They're like more like business savvy. They're ruthless, but they also at least just have. At least they're doing some type of business.
Some kind of business.
In some weird.
Thieves are just pieces of shit, dog.
Sometimes, thieves are just pieces of shit. Honestly, they just take people's credit card, just grab 10,000 or 30,000 out this account off this person's information. Like, what? Like that's just what you do. Like that's.
I think what's even lower than thieves is scammers.
Scammers, exactly. Thieves and scammers.
I guess scammers are thieves.
Yeah, exactly. Scammers are thieves, and that's what this person was. They're just digital. They take their credit card and then boom.
Yeah, dude. Like when my truck got stolen, I'm like, what kind of piece of shit really fucking steals a truck?
Pieces of shit.
And dude. You know where they use them, bro? They use them in Mexico to run across farmers' lands, like that specific truck. And I'm like, bro, it's the cartel.
Exactly.
Why do you even have to steal my shit?
What? Right? Buy some
you
guys
have like hundreds of billions of dollars.
Dude, that's fucked up. Now that I think about it, yeah, absolutely. They're not broke for. They're not steal them for cash.
They steal them here. They take them down there. They typically, because I saw a documentary on it, because a guy got his truck back, so he went through a list of all the shit that was on his truck from when they had it there.
Wow.
And so he got it back, bro. The first thing they do is they take it, they weld on two more additional mufflers in line. So there's 3 rows of mufflers because they want them super quiet. Then they take all the lights out, all of them, and they fucking put on a massive cage rack, infrared lights. Okay? Infrared lights, 360 all around their vehicle, and they drive with motherfucking night vision on.
Whoa.
So they got money for the night vision, all these modifications,
Yeah,
but they
not?
don't just buy the truck. Why?
Exactly. They don't have a
I never got
even if you had just pay some.
Yeah, they also tune the diesels, bro, because that's what they steal. They tune the diesels to like ridiculous shit.
So they're fucking getaways. They're fucking cars.
So what they do is they sneak across farmers' lands.
Grade.
Yeah, it has like all these modifications. So they use those trucks to sneak at night across farmers' lands, like hauling a lot of cargo because they're heavy duty ass trucks.
Mm-hmm.
So they're heavy duty trucks, and they have the like capability to cross the land. So they make them quiet with all the mufflers, and they make them dark with no lights, and they drive with night vision. And so, but then if they get in a chase, they're fucking like,
yeah, ready to go.
They're gone.
They're gone.
They're out
hauling.
there.
And that bullet can go.
And those trucks have plenty of fucking power to get away. And that's wild, dude. So they steal all black one mega cabs.
Wow.
So if you have like a Ram truck like that year, and it's all black mega cab, they're gonna steal that hoe. Because not too far from here, another one was stolen.
They just be riding around seeing what they can get.
Yeah.
They got one, and then they just came back probably the next day. And
it's crazy how good they are, bro. They didn't break a window. They didn't do shit.
Yeah, of
they
course.
opened the door, pushed it out of the driveway, and let it roll down the street.
Really? They let it roll.
And they started it like down there. Or they put it on a tow truck. I don't know.
Damn. Just so you wouldn't hear it, right? Because if you would have, boom. They pushed that. Was it just one person?
I don't know. It had to be a couple. Because there was footprints in our flower bed of something like right there.
Oh, wow.
And like deep, so you could tell like they were like pushing. And I was like, damn, what the fuck?
Damn. Holy fuck, man. That's fucking wild.
Wild.
It's literally the cartel.
Like,
those
it had to be. Like, the truck was never found. It's not riding around on the street somewhere here.
Yeah.
It didn't go to a chop shop because they don't have enough shit that they need. It literally went down across the fucking border in less than a day.
Yep. Damn.
That's wild. I still don't understand why they just have to steal them. Maybe they just can't get access to them. There's not enough down there. They don't have the. I don't know.
Exactly. Just
maybe we should just start selling Ram trucks in Mexico. Fuck.
Right.
I mean, or maybe
get
we
that
just
fucking Ram stock up. That fucking full. What is it?
That's all they. No, I don't. It's Jeep? Not other ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that Mopar. Damn, man.
Hell yeah.
That's wild. But yeah, thieves to me are like.
They're a scum. Well,
they're kind of
not the bottom scum, but a scum.
They're pretty fucking
sure.
low.
Yeah. Thieves, I can't get down with, man. I can't get down with a thief mentality. Just
yeah, even when people just steal shit like out of your house, like petty shit, like at a party.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, who does that shit?
Yeah,
you're thieving, Lord.
Yep. Kleptomaniacs. Those they might not steal from you, but just have a strong urge to steal. Always have a compulsive thought to steal. So they just steal. They just take from markets and clothing.
Do you think that politicians just should have a low salary?
They already kind of do, but they just take it from.
Do they?
I mean, okay, 100,000.
I feel like that's low for a politician. That's like entry level. I feel like most like representative politicians are like in the 300,000 to 400,000s.
That's still kind of low. It shouldn't be that high. Maybe like 200,000. Cap it at 250,000.
I'm thinking they should make like what a teacher makes.
But then people are gonna steal that. Then it's not gonna be.
What do you mean steal that?
They're basically then there's not gonna be an incentive to be a politician. Passionate about giving, right, and like doing
no, not
good.
Giving, but passionate about like
making society better.
Yeah.
Not hurting it.
Representing the society.
Representing this society
and such.
Mm-hmm. yeah, in a fair democratic way. Yeah, if you're really passionate about that, then making it
But I just
a
feel like
lower salary.
I would be okay if it was a little bit like a decent salary where you could live
I just think
decently.
it would be
But
corruption after that.
yeah, but that's what I was getting to next. I feel like if it was just maybe like a decent salary, like maybe more than like a teacher, right? But not crazy.
Not 6 figures, less than 6 figures.
Maybe just 6 figures.
Fair, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, leave it at that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like honestly, it should be votable. It should be open to the public knowledge.
Government.
And if you're doing a good job, you get a raise.
Yeah, I like that.
If you're
There's
doing a good
government
job,
officials. I looked up
right?
my name yesterday.
We have
I
a
saw my
mandatory
name.
voting.
Shows what I made.
It
It's
should
not
be like a
weird.
mandatory voting, right? And all people have to vote between so and so. Otherwise, you
Mhm.
might have to pay a little fine.
Mm-hmm.
And then we do the thing because we got to get everybody on the same page because we know we're going to lose people along the way because they just don't care. But we got to make them care. So you have to put a little fine in there, right? Just for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
And then we all get used to these mandatory voting things, which is just so that we all stay together kind of as a society. But we can vote the people in power for more money if we think that they're worth it. Because you tip a waiter at a restaurant, and the amount of tip that you give, typically, you base on the service or the quality that you got. If you got shit service, you typically don't tip. Because you're like, I was dissatisfied.
Mm-hmm.
Let's leave a review for the government. We need a review system. Can we get a 5-star or 4-star rating?
Yeah, give me
System?
some Yelp reviews on congressmen.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think it shouldn't be as lucrative to be a politician.
Yeah,
It
I'm sorry. But with that, yes, you're right. It should be like they're not allowed to accept any form of money at all.
If you
anywhere,
find you
anything.
accepting outside money, you're
It's automatic termination.
automatic termination, maybe even criminal
Yeah, criminal charges. Which I
'cause you're
guess they kind of
stealing.
already have because it's bribes, right? But
Yeah,
like
really.
they're allowed money for campaign donations, which is how they get around
It
it.
should be enforced.
It should not be. You shouldn't be allowed to have that.
Exactly. And there's a
You're
lot.
responsible solely for your campaign.
Who runs the government? The politicians run the
Right.
government in the country. Who runs the country? Right? Cartels run the
They have the money.
Mexico. Right? Sorry.
Right.
The politicians run the U.S. Those politicians are just greedy and like
Agreed.
indulging, right? So you got the cartels versus the corrupt politicians.
Yeah, because I feel like the politicians make way too much money. There should be a cap. Be like, this is it. This
you got
is
Hillary Clinton making $500,000 for a speaking engagement for 30 minutes. It's fucking insane, man. It's just money in your pocket because it's just a donation. And so
holy
they have to
shit.
just give like maybe it was like an hour. I don't know, but it was like just a little speaking engagement. Boom, give it was a donation of $1 million or so. You know what I'm saying? And this is common
And
knowledge.
they're like, yeah, we'll talk later. And she's like,
It's
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll talk right now. And this is what I want right now. And then, work with whatever you got to do. But here's my money. And right now, since you're most like endorphined up and, wrong
Yeah.
level, we're going to have a real conversation now.
No, but
This
but
is
you
what I
get
need,
no, but
so
they'll be
let's
like, I'll
do
talk to you
that.
later, and then they know, oh shit, they'll grease me again, and they get greased a second time, and now they're in love with it.
Ooh, you right about that. You right
So
about
they get that second grease treatment
Ooh.
if they're right.
Maybe
right?
not even say anything that first encounter. Just say like, yeah,
They
we'll
say, okay,
speak
yeah,
again.
hi, nice to meet you. Yeah, thank you so much for your charitable donation. We'll speak later.
We'll speak later and then do it again, and that's where you hit
And
'em
then
with it.
that's when they hit them with the,
Oh,
the-
I like that style.
hey, look, I gave you the first
Damn,
one.
I see you.
I'm gonna give you the second one, but because it's such a generous
Yeah.
donation, it would really be nice if.
Yep, absolutely. That's exactly how it goes.
Whatever.
Man. That's exactly how it
That's
goes.
exactly how it goes. It has to. It's that plain and simple.
Very easy, very simple. People.
I feel like it's even
so
simpler
obvious,
than that.
They don't try to hide it. Honestly.
Yeah, I feel like it's even simpler now. They're like, hey, for XYZ, how much is it gonna cost?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, well, I'll do it for this much. And you're like, okay, here you go.
Yep.
And then
That's
like,
right.
okay, I'll sign it in. There it is. Boom. Whatever.
Yep.
I did this. Now we have a deal.
Yep.
Now you make a shitload of money,
Yep.
and I get a 5% kickback. Like,
Yep. Whatever. Passive income.
it's
for
they're
me
just
doesn't-
doing like
Yeah, side deals.
rudimentary business.
Yeah. You know, they're playing chess. You know, they're playing checkers. You gotta play chess on these hoes, man.
I know.
Only the elites play chess, and then once you see the chess.
What's
piece
sad
and
is that
chess
we have to
moves,
play by chess rules, but they get to play by checker rules.
Oh, just go straight across and just.
They just get to move.
Yeah, get to
going.
move freely. Yeah, exactly. Not face any consequences for their wrongdoings. That's why you see the
Correct.
bailouts. I mean, that's literally what it is. That's why Silicon Valley Bank got bailed out. All those people got their money taken out, sure, because they're rich and powerful. So that's how it goes, man.
I kind of feel like sometimes we're only playing chess. Like, I feel like we play chess, but we play by different rules, right? We only have pawns, and they all only have, like, queens. They can move wherever they want freely. And we can only attack them if they get in a certain spot. And they just know to avoid that.
But having a wall of
But we're already all
out.
staggered. We're staggered
Exactly,
too much.
and that's how they can just come and bull rush and do whatever and take your rights away.
They just
Spread them out. Just having it ever
Spread 'em out.
Spread them out. Keep those divisions higher. Ooh, clear path. Thank you. Oh, past this.
Oh, he got out of
Act.
line. Perfect. Here we go.
Yep. Send him to Russia. You know who gives it? You know.
Yeah, and sometimes
crazy,
they
man.
sacrifice one of their own like lowers. They just put them out there to get a move, and then they sacrifice it, and then they come right straight in. Because you'll take the low-hanging fruit first.
Yep.
Instead of just waiting it out a minute.
Fucking crazy, man. Everyone's so. Yeah.
Like, oh hey, look at this.
Trying to
Hey, look at this.
dangle that carrot in front of your
Dude.
face, man. It's just all an illusion, man. That's why you gotta just wake up every day and just put your best foot forward and just live your best life. And how can I be the best me today? Boom.
To come full circle to like a couple of episodes ago, I guess.
Hell yeah.
You just gotta always question everything.
Be that 1% better each day.
Yeah, each time. Just question everything. There's no reason not to. Why does
question
it do that?
authority.
And you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And when you're like, why? And you're like, that doesn't make sense. That means that you get to form your own opinion.
It's so.
You don't have to listen to everybody. You can go, I don't really believe that. Oh, wait, there's a lot of people that don't really believe that.
Teaching the youth that, too.
Exactly. The youth is not taught to question jack shit. They're taught to just sit down, take the answers. Yeah.
But you can be the change through that.
You can be the change. Hell yeah. I think on that note, brother, we just go ahead and call it right here.
Hell yeah, man. Absolutely. On episode 63.
That Smoke
the
Circle.
Smoke Circle podcast.
The eyes are low. The voice is tuned down low. The lights are bright as fuck.
We salon. I'm
faded.
I'm chilling though. It was
super chill. Yeah, dude.
I'm
it's good to have a nice conversation. It's good to be back.
Chipper but chill.
Yeah.
You feel me? That alliteration, pink gang. You feel me?
Yeah, I was excited to hear about the stuff we didn't get to really touch on last week after you got back. So
hell yeah,
that was
man.
cool, man.
Absolutely.
I'm glad you had a good experience.
Hell
over
yeah,
there.
man. It's good to talk about it.
I might go
Good to
to
see you.
like join the gym now.
Hell yeah, man. Absolutely.
I need to do it right.
Be that 1% better.
Damn.
That first day.
That's gonna make me like
50% better.
I need
Boom.
to
That
hit
first
that.
initial.
That
gonna
first
take a
initial is gonna
dip.
feel so good, and I
Absolutely.
just kind of don't want to do it for some reason.
It's that
strange.
And it's just a personal barrier. You're not ready to succeed.
No, I'm ready. So I just need to take
Boom.
the steps. The
That's what it
steps are
is.
frightening for some reason.
It is, man.
Maybe it's frightening because I think it's a step. Maybe I'm just too high.
No, man. It's
Anyways.
absolutely real, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Hell yeah,
Episode
man.
63. We're out of here.
Hell yeah. See ya.